Hey bro, you clicked on this video because you want an aesthetic physique, but you don't know exactly how to get one. Or maybe you've been just started going to the gym and you start seeing any progress yet, and I get it. I've been there. My name's Jeremiah, and I've been going to the gym since I was 14 years old, gained 20 pounds of muscle in the past year, and life's been great. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about nutrition, testosterone optimization, strength training, just biohacking in general, so you have the information you need to succeed, to start becoming the best version of yourself and start getting a six-pack in 3 months or less, alright? Because a lot of you don't understand, and you aren't training right, you aren't eating right, and you aren't living the correct lifestyle or have the correct mindset to succeed. So you're wasting hours in the gym, you're spending hours upon hours doing 50-minute ab workouts and just training in the wrong way. You're getting nowhere, and I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know. Alright? Let's get right into it. First, how does weight loss work, right? How does weight gain work? It's really simple. We got our trusty whiteboard here, alright? Calories. Let's say you were to eat like 2,000 calories. Can you see that? Alright, 2,000 calories. And you were to burn, 1,500 calories through your exercise and through day-to-day life, right? That means that you'd be at a calorie surplus of 500 calories, so you'd be gaining weight. Likewise, if this was opposite, and you were to eat 1,500 calories, wait, that isn't 1,500, that's 15,000 calories. 1,500 calories, and you were to burn 2,000 calories, you'd be at a caloric deficit of 500 calories, so you'd be losing weight. And that's basically how weight works. It's calories in plus calories out, alright? Now, when you want to lose or gain weight, you have to track your calories. Now, how do you do that? You get a app like My Net Diary, MyFitnessPal. You just put in all your information, you tell them everything you tell them your height, your weight, everything. They'll do all the math for you. And after breakfast, after each meal, you just spend 5 minutes putting in what you ate. You tell the app, okay, I want to lose half a pound this week. And it'll give you all the foods that you need, or it won't give you all the foods you need to eat. You put in all the foods that you ate, and then it'll tell you how many calories you're eating that day, and how many calories you have to eat to lose X weight. If you don't have an app, what you can also do is you can go up and look up on Google, calculator.net, calorie calculator, and that'll bring up a calorie calculator. You put in your height, your weight, your age. It'll tell you exactly how many calories you need to eat depending on your goals. And then all you have to do is just eat foods that, you can look at the back of the nutrition labels, like that helpful, but just eat foods that are low quantity or low calorie for high quantity, alright? When you're losing weight, low quantity, when you're losing weight, you want to have high quantity, low calorie. When you're gaining weight, you want to have low quantity, high calorie. Alright? So, for example, a cup of strawberries, that's 50 calories. A cup of trail mix, that's 700 calories. Which one do you want to eat when you're cutting? Probably the strawberries, right? And I'm going to put up some foods that you want to eat when you're bulking, some foods that you want to eat when you're cutting, and here's some foods that you just want to avoid in general. So you just want to avoid these foods. These foods are processed foods. These are the Happy Meals. These are the jelly donuts, These are all the bad shit, that, like the food that just makes you feel lethargic, and that simple sugars. They call them simple sugars, simple carbs. You want to avoid these foods. And you don't want to have the cutting mindset. You don't want to think, I'm getting rid of these foods out of my diet. You want to think, I am replacing these bad foods with foods that are good for me, with foods that I genuinely enjoy. So if you don't like eating asparagus, don't eat asparagus. Eat cucumbers, eat tomatoes. Like, I hate eating, like, turnips. I just can't stand them. And I hate eating carrots. So I eat cucumbers instead. Or I put lettuce on a burger. You don't have to have vegetables as your main dish. You don't have to have lentils as your main dish, right? You can have them on the side of something else, Just make it work make it enjoyable, and choose foods that you generally enjoy eating so it can be sustainable. Alright. Nutrition. There are 3 aspects of nutrition, alright? Fats, carbs, protein. Fats, those mostly regulate your hormones, help everything work go right. Carbs, these are your body's main fuel source. Proteins, this repairs muscle. Now, most of your diet should be fats and proteins. Carbs are important. I'm not saying get rid of carbs, go on a carnivore diet, because carbs give you nutrients, so they're your body's main fuel source. And if you just cut them out completely, especially when you're first starting out, your body will, everything will wonk out. There's a bunch of weird things that'll happen. It's hard to explain, but just don't cut out carbs. You want to make sure that you're eating plenty of protein, plenty of fat though, alright? Around 80 to 100 grams of protein a day is best. You really don't need more than that. I usually take in about 100 to 120 grams of protein, but it really differs from person to person, right? You can find online calculators for these too. I'm a 5'4", 125 pounds. If I was 6'2", 180 pounds, it'll be completely different story. So really differs from person to person, but just try to get, most of your diet should be meat, protein, and fats, alright? Eat lots of eggs. Eat, if you can have them, if you can afford it, 3 to 4 eggs a day. It'll skyrocket your testosterone level. It'll skyrocket your protein intake, alright? Greek yogurt, that's also really good. Steaks, ground beef, chicken and rice, Don't be afraid to eat some burgers as well, because when you're bulking especially, it can be hard. You can't just eat 3,000, 4,000 calories of just chicken and rice, alright? So don't be afraid to eat some junk food. 10% of your diet, junk food, whatever you want, alright? That's the goal. Try to bring it down to 10% of your diet can be junk food. And then if you need to eat an extra slice of pizza for the extra 300 calories because you're bulking up, yeah, eat that extra slice of pizza. Don't worry too much about it. Alright, we talked about nutrition, how to lose weight, how to gain weight, and foods you should eat depending on your dietary goals. Alright, water. You should be drinking lots of water throughout the day, and especially if you're cutting. The more water, the better. If you don't like the taste of water, you can get a bunch of 0-calorie flavor packets. Honestly, you should just man up and just drink water. Just drink water. Cut out the soda. Cut out liquid calories. If you're bulking, don't drink soda. Drink protein shakes. They're excellent. You can get pre-made protein shakes, or you can buy whey protein and all the supplement type of stuff. If you want to, that's an extra 200 to 300 calories in a shake. There's also some crazy protein shakes you can make. Those are 700 to 1,400 calories if you really have to get 4,000, 5,000 calories a day. And drink lots and lots of water. Your pee should be a light yellowish color. You should be peeing frequently. You shouldn't have headaches. Because I remember back before I started self-improvement, I would just stare at my computer and play Minecraft all day for 4 or 5 hours a day, and my head would hurt. My head would hurt. I would have brain fog, and I just felt like shit because I just wasn't actually had a whole bunch of factors. I was literally just sitting in front of a TV all day, but I really wasn't drinking any water. I would maybe pee once a day, but you'd really be peeing every 2 hours or so. Remember, light yellow shouldn't be clear because that can mess up your electrolytes and stuff, and it's just not good to flush all the nutrients out of your system, alright? Exercise. You should be exercising a lot because often when you're trying to lose weight, I see this a lot with guys that I'm training, is their bodies will go into sort of this emergency mode, alright? So they'll be losing weight, and then they'll reach a plateau for a little while because your body goes into an emergency mode, right? So right here, if you don't exercise, your body will just stop losing fat to conserve your calories, to keep you alive. And while it's doing that, it's going to deplete your muscle stores as well. So you'll basically be skinny as a twig by the time you're out of it. So you want to make sure that you're still going to the gym. Go on walks. If you don't go, do some daily calisthenics, right? Wake up, do some knee push-ups, do some jumping jacks, You don't have to if you can't do full push-ups, do improvised calisthenics. There are hundreds upon thousands of different improvisations you can do, depending on your goals, depending on where you're at, right? But do some push-ups, do some very basic ab exercises, start going to the gym, and go on walks, all right? Try to walk more. Once you get good at walking, once you can walk a couple miles, start going on some light jogs. Start doing some high-intensity interval training on the treadmill. Just try to incorporate exercise into your day-to-day life and make it fun. Because you don't want exercise to be something that, you don't want it to seem as a chore. Because we're hustlers, right? We go to school, come home, work on our business. We're busy, busy, busy. Our life is always war, war, war. So what we need to do is make exercise like a fun part of our life. Like, I'm always excited to come home and just go to the gym. I'm excited to go to the gym because I see my boys. I get to have a good workout. I get to get a pump. I get to cold approach some chicks. And I have a grand old time, you know? So make sure that when you exercise, you're having a lot of fun doing it. And just make it sustainable. Make it something that you genuinely enjoy. Try doing school sport. That's what I did. When I first started, I did cross country and I just ran. I ran all the time. If you like doing football, just go all in on football. Do football all the time. I have a buddy of mine. He goes to the gym with me. He does golf. He does golf all the time. He's a skinny lad. He's trying to bulk up, but he goes to the gym all the time. And he's seeing great progress because he's doing something that he genuinely enjoys, and he's getting stronger by doing it. All right, now we're getting to the second part: building an aesthetic body. Start going to the gym, weightlifting, bodybuilding. I'm sure you already know this already. You got to go to the gym. You got to get a gym membership. If you can't, just try to do some weighted calisthenics. You can buy dumbbells off of Amazon or at like Walmart or something. I don't know. Get like 20-pound dumbbells and start doing some real basic like dumbbell exercises. Start doing some high-intensity interval training outside. But try to get a gym membership. $30, $40 is the best investment you ever make in your life, right? There isn't really any other place that you can spend $30, $40 and get as much return on investment as you can at the gym. So I'm gonna put up on the screen my workout program, what I do every time I go to the gym. I go to the gym around 4 to 5 days a week now, but what I used to do is I would go to the gym 2 to 3 days a week, full body split. Now I still follow this 2 to 3 days full body split, but like I sort of put it over 4 to 5 days. Some people like to do a push-pull split. Some people like to do bro split. Do what works for you. I personally recommend a 2 to 3 full body split. Once you're more advanced, you have a couple months in the gym, and when you first start, a push-pull leg split over 4 to 5 days. And don't go to the gym like I'm gonna go to the gym for 5 hours this one day. No, you want to go to the gym for an hour, half an hour each day, and just keep going and take 1 to 2 days off for rest, of course, and 8 to 12 reps each set, 3 to 4 sets, and just work on hypertrophy. I recommend doing, a compound lift each time you work out. That's bench press, that's squats, that's deadlifts, because that'll help out your testosterone levels. That'll just help you get the growth immediately, or that'll help you start growing immediately. Your gains in the gym they'll be phenomenal your first year. You're gonna gain like 10, 15, 20 pounds your first year in the gym, and after that, it'll slowly slow down. But just keep going to the gym. Don't worry about the rest of self-improvement, all right? Just work on your mental health, work on the gym. Don't worry about money yet. Don't worry about social skills yet. Cold approach some chicks. It's good to help you out. But just keep going to your day job. Just keep going to the gym, because once you have a strong mindset, once you get strong and healthy, then you can start working on money. Then you can start working on getting chicks, right? So that's first part of getting an aesthetic body. Start going to the gym, start bulking up, start training like a bodybuilder. Second, start doing some cardio. I know, nobody likes cardio, but you're doing cardio for the mindset part of it. You aren't doing it to actually gain endurance, because if you are trying to bulk up, honestly, cardio is going to kill your gains when it comes to bulking up. Cutting is actually going to be more beneficial, but if you're trying to bulk up, cardio, high intensity interval training, it'll skyrocket your endurance, and it won't burn a lot of calories, but it'll still get you that disciplined mindset, and it'll increase your endurance, your sprinting endurance. If you are cutting down, I recommend long-term running, like cross country. That's like 3, 4, 5 miles a day, like 5Ks, and that'll help you burn a lot of calories. That'll really help you instill a really strong, rock solid mindset. And then also, you get to eat more, right? You start eating if you usually eat I would eat like 2,200 calories a day, and when I started running cross country, I would burn like 3,000 calories a day or more. So you're able to eat a lot more food, and you're still able to lose weight. So it's great, you know. That's the second part of building a static body. Start doing some cardio, and even if you're trying to bulk up, just do a little bit of high intensity interval training just for that discipline, just for that extra, sprint training, endurance training. Third, last part of it is testosterone optimization, all right? There are some small things you can do to optimize your testosterone levels, and your testosterone levels are all going to be pretty high because you're in puberty, so your testosterone, it's already going to be through the roof. You're starting self-improvement. It's going to be echelons higher than it is now, but there are some small changes that you can make that'll help improve it more. First, start wearing more cotton clothing, all right? Let me grab an example for you. Where is it? You want to start wearing more cotton underwear, less of this synthetic stuff, all right? Because this stuff, right? I'm not a doctor, but I noticed that when I just wear cotton, I feel like a lot better, just overall. And you have to make sure that just wear more cotton clothing, all right? Start replacing plastics, your plasticky, these synthetic clothes, with more cotton clothes. Buy a bathrobe, for example. Like I wake up, I do my meditation, do my cold shower. After I take my shower at night, while I'm working, I wear my bathrobe, 100% cotton, and it's just more comfortable. I've read from somewhere, seen studies that helps out your testosterone levels as well. So win-win. Buy some cotton underwear, buy a cotton bathrobe. Second, start using less soy products, all right? Stop using less seed oil. Start using more butter. Start eating more meat. Stop using those non-stick pans, You can just start using more butter and more of the natural. Start living a more natural lifestyle, Just start eating a lot more meat. Just start living a lot more primally, right? It's hard to explain, but I've just noticed myself. I'm not a doctor, right? But I've noticed that when I went to summer camp in the last week, I just felt a hell of a lot better than where I am like right now. Maybe that was because I was outside all the time, and I think that's something to do with it. When you're outside, you just feel a lot better. Your testosterone's through the roof. You're getting sunlight. Get 10 minutes of sunlight a day at least. Take like really cold showers, cold exposure to 30 seconds to a minute every morning. Do some meditation. Those things will help your testosterone levels greatly. All right, and that's really all there is to it, to building an aesthetic physique. Eating right. Oh, shit, I nearly forgot. Sleep. Yes, sleep. I didn't mention sleep yet. All right, so sleep. You want to sleep 8.5 to 9 hours each night. 7.5 to 8 hours minimum. All right. Your room should be cold, dark, and quiet, around 65 Fahrenheit, 18 Celsius, and put on the fan. Wear a sleep mask. Wear earplugs. Whatever you need to help yourself fall asleep. And yeah, make sure, don't skip sleep because you're working hard, because you're in business. Don't skip eating right because you're in business, because you'll always have time to make more money, right? Your health is your priority. Make sure you're treating it as such. All right, so just to recap, get an aesthetic physique: nutrition, sleep, drinking enough water. Make sure you drink enough water. Train like a bodybuilder. Do some cardio for the discipline and the health part of it. And lastly, just make sure that you're wearing more cotton, using less plastic, consuming less soy products, using less non-stick products, and that's all there really is to it. Keep doing the hard work, especially if you don't feel like it. What the hell?